collecting energy from the sun.
I know, but where is it going to? Like, is it just going to Putt County to help? Or
No, I think they said it was going to backfeed into Atlanta.
So we mess up our landscape to help Atlanta, basically.
Yeah. All right, well, we're doing something a little different today. We're mobile. So with Delta going rampant and all that stuff, we didn't really want to go anywhere where many people are. So one of the things on our list is figuring out if we want to move in 2 years for sure and where we want to move to. Our current position would be we're going to move. It would be summer of 2023 is the current plan to put the house on the market. That is assuming the market holds. If the market dips, then we'll stay longer. If nothing else, we're on the lake. But we would like to get to where we have at least 10 to 20 acres. We would really prefer more than 20 acres. So today we are driving to look at a couple different lots of land. We are not ready to buy yet, but we're just looking up lots that would suit what we're looking for, at least on paper, and then go into those areas to see if we really like the areas, if we'd want to move there down the road, or if we want to rule those areas out. So that's the plan. There's 2 lots we're looking at today. One is 37 acres, the other is 50 acres. They're both about 20 to 30 minutes from Interstate 20. So that's the knock on them from Shanna's perspective. Do you want to explain why?
I just don't want to be close to an interstate because then if things went down, people can get to your property really quickly.
So my prepper mentality has started to wear off on her. Now she's started to see things the way I've seen in the past. Not that we are preppers and not that we think the apocalypse is coming or any of that crazy stuff, but just things have gotten crazy enough, you start to look at things differently. And our first-hand experiences have shown that unexpected things can pop up in a moment's notice. So
you got to be prepared.
So that's kind of what we're doing. So yeah, today we'll look at these 2 lots. They're northeast of where we're at currently. Next weekend we might go look at another one that is over closer to Columbus, Georgia, and check that area out and see what we think of that. And so we figured we might as well document it, show where we're going, show kind of the drives, what we're kind of looking for, and let you guys see what we're up to. One quick thing to add, not sure how this video is going to turn out, so pardon the road noise if there is a lot, which I'm sure there is. In order to make the Toyota Prius fuel efficient, they've decided to put no sound deadening in it, and so this car has the most road noise of about any car I've ever had. Really annoying.
My Tahoe's actually quieter.
Her Tahoe has Flowmaster exhaust and is quieter than my Prius. Well, here we are. This is a 50-acre lot, so it's got to go pretty far back. So this particular lot was 38 acres on one side of the dirt road and 12 acres on the other. We would definitely have to look it over, get on the GIS maps and see where property lines are, and if any of it is still wooded. We would like a little more privacy wherever we put a place. So if there's part of it that's wooded that where we could go back and tuck a house or barn back further off the road, it might be neat. But if it's all clear cut like this, we would probably not want completely clear cut. Well, we're at property number 2 for the day. This one's more of what we're looking for as far as being secluded. You can see it's down a dirt road. At least the edge of the property is lined with trees. This one's a little bit of a more narrow property than goes way back. It's 37 acres though. So you can see there at least is somewhat of a drive. And then dirt road other way. We're not going to go too far back in here, since who knows what's back in here, but so you have somewhat of a clearing at the front. You at least do have a power pole ran back in here.
If that is part of the property, I don't know.
It looks like there's trails at least that way, so it probably goes over a little bit further that direction. And that's probably where it loops around to the back on the other side of the trees there, and then goes pretty far back from the way the map looked. Like I said, it was 37 acres, so pretty good lot of land. So is it even worth going and touring the first property, like if we could drive back into it? Or is that just enough that you're not feeling that one?
No, I would say no. I don't like it that it's all cleared up or cleared out.
So yeah, next weekend we could look at the 19 acres and 40 acres. Compare those. And then if we like this area over here better, then we could always just see if we could go drive back into it.
Yeah.
And we need to know if there's trails in it or not. Is it just completely wooded and they cleared out 3 acres at the front? Or do they have some trails cut in? The 40-acre one has trails cut in for next weekend. And the good thing on that 50-acre, the first one we saw, is being clear cut. You could let it grow where you want and make trails where you want.
Yeah, but trees take forever.
That's true. Well, we're back on the road again.
On the road again.
It's been a week since we went and looked at the other 2 properties. In between there, I drove to Birmingham, Alabama, spent the week, and then just got back and decided to go on another car trip now. So the properties we're looking at today, there's a 40-acre lot and a 20-acre lot. They're about 2 hours from the house. It's maybe an hour out of Columbus, Georgia. So we're going to go check that area now, see what we think of it.
Wonder what these trees do.
Grow.
I know that. Jeez.
Photosynthesis. For as long as we've lived here, we really ought to figure out what a pecan tree looks like.
Yeah. Might be a good idea. I don't even know what a peach tree looks like.
I know it. So I guess this would have a little bit more of an at-home feel with some fields, cornfields, and crops around.
Yep.
So you mix Georgia with the Midwest. Out of curiosity, how many of you think we're completely nuts? We're in our 40s and thinking about selling off everything we have to go buy raw land and build from scratch. I know it sounds stupid.
Sounds smart.
Well, to other people it probably sounds stupid.
It does make you feel a little more like
Yeah,
the Midwest.
it's more southern Indiana feel.
Yeah.
And we have had people ask us the question of why we're spending this much time driving around looking at property when we're probably not going to buy for a couple years. But it is interesting to drive around, see these different towns, rule out some areas. And it's possible if we found a little bit of a smaller or cheaper lot, we could pull it off sooner than 2 years, but we would like a much larger lot, which for that we'll probably have to wait until we sell the house. But you never know. right there.
And it ends up there. There's the end of the...
Nah, that can't be right.
It might be real deep.
No, it's not. It's a perfect square. That would be like a 2-acre square, Shannon. I think that's just loose out there for something. Let's go down and just see what else is down here. Yeah, the 40-acre one was a complete square.
Oh, right there. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it went to the curve.
How's it look up there? Wave to the camera.
You want to try to climb up?
It's not gonna come up. Hopefully it don't rain on us.
Yeah.
Definitely like this property. Now the only thing is it does dip down that direction, but if you found an up here to put a house,
Well, and it goes way back there, so it might dip down and then come back up.
yeah.
Wind is kicking up.
Yeah.
Cool spot though.
Yeah. Definitely like it. Well, this will be interesting getting the new one.
Yeah. It's just like coming up, but the opposite.
Yeah. Getting attacked.
Okay, so cool area.
Yep.
40 acres here versus 37 acres last week.
I like the 40 acres here. But I like the other too. So I like both.
The one last week had the 3-acre spot at the front if you were doing something like that, to where you could put cars on it, shipping container, store stuff while you cleared out the back. It was narrow, deep, so you'd have to cut way into those woods to get back in far. This would be easier to cut into, but you'd have to get a drive cut into it.
Yeah.
You'd have to weigh those options. Once again, these are probably gone by the time we buy, but I like the area.
Yeah, I do too.
I would put this area over the area last week.
Yeah. I would agree.
I like being closer to Alabama.
I know, you would rather be in Alabama.
I know.
And I've said no.
I like the pasture areas and kind of farmy feel to it.
Yeah.
It's not just forest, but you still have the big Georgia trees. I like the small town vibe. For your big stuff, you go into Columbus.
You're not far from Alabama.
So yeah, I'd say I'd focus on this side more than east. So then in October when we go camping, I think we'll be about 45 minutes north of here.
Okay.
So then we could go look around
That area.
those small towns and see what they are.
So right now you lean more towards the Alabama side.
Yes.
I think it'd be too expensive to go north towards
Yes.
Tennessee because that's just getting
Yeah,
ridiculous.
North Georgia, yeah, we can't afford the land up there.
Yeah.
So it's either this vicinity over here to me or eastern Tennessee. So if we can get up to Pikeville next June and check out that eastern Tennessee portion, then we compare that to this. This would have no snow.
I don't want snow. I still say we're staying in Georgia. I will look at Tennessee, but I want Georgia.
For those of you that have made it all the way to the end of the video, we'd like to thank you. We appreciate all the positive feedback and enjoy sharing with you. Make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with what we get into next.